Community line up outside Congressman Raul Ruiz's office with a list of demands. We'll tell you what the group is demanding from our local representative as tensions rise at our southern border.
And then he just like braked, and then we stopped. But he literally like, and so we were all like, whoa.
Plus, the second straight day of heavy rain in the region with a host of new problems in fire-affected communities this time. We'll take you to a scary situation right here in Southern California.
Day 2 has featured several scary situations across Southern California. There are watches and warnings in place. I've got all the details that'll help you plan for the rest of your evening and your weekend coming up.
This is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sarah Sanchez.
And I'm Gino Lamont. Topping the news this evening, obviously, the weather. So let's check right in with meteorologist Mike Everett, who's standing by at the AccuWeather forecast. As you can see, we got snow in them there
Look at that.
hills. And Mike's got the very latest on what is a big storm. Hey, Mike.
It's gorgeous. We just got confirmation from the National Weather Service in San Diego right before we came on air that they have accumulated 12 inches up there on top of San Jacinto. And as you saw, it's already still snowing heavily. So that's the good news. Still, if you're anything like me, my phone has been making all sorts of noise all afternoon. A couple of things I want to clarify for you because some of those watches and warnings have been talking about Riverside County. I want to make it clear that it is western Riverside County where we have those flash flood watches in effect right now. So here's Palm Springs, and we are under a flash flood watch, but so far we haven't seen any of those strong cells come over top of us. There is the potential for that a bit later. I'll tell you about that in a moment, but it's this area in bright green right here where we do have that flash flood warning in effect, and that includes western Riverside County and San Bernardino, and unfortunately parts of Interstate 10 as well. We've been talking about this for the last couple of days. The commute tonight is going to be really rough. There's Riverside right there, there's San Bernardino, and here's Palm Springs, and there's Murrieta, just to give you kind of an idea where those strong cells are right now. Let me take this off and show you something else here. We've had some local storm reports coming from Big Bear, 2 inches per hour up there. It looks like it's going to be a great weekend in the resorts. But on the flip side here, we've had reports of several different things, especially down towards Oceanside, where they had hail that was about 1/4 of an inch there. We've also had a funnel cloud, actually a pair of them that were reported. The good news with that is they actually folded back up and went into the clouds. No damage reported there. And then along the coast, flash flood reports all the way up and down the coast. One of the areas that we're keeping a very close eye on right now is up towards Lake Elsinore. Let me zoom in here and show you that. Here's Interstate 15. There's Murrieta, Menifee, and it's this area right near Elsinore where there have been reports of debris flows. Those rainfall rates got up over 1/2 inch an hour and actually up to about 1 inch per hour in some spots, and that's enough to trigger the flash flooding, especially on top of our fresh burn scars. Let me take it back out here and show you a couple things that I'm keeping an eye on as we're going through the rest of the evening. We are by no means out of the woods here yet. I'm watching these cells that are coming up almost due south now as the low pressure system is still well off the coast here. And what that's doing is bringing showers right up along the spines of the mountains, which is basically where they've been staying so far. You've noticed that if you look outside today, we've had some light rain here in the Coachella Valley, and most of that's been staying very politely up in the upper elevations. But these stronger storm cells down by Chula Vista right now are going to do one of two things. They're either going to follow the same pattern and walk up and down along the mountains there like they've been doing all day, but if they happen to split off and come to the eastern side of the mountains, we could be getting some rain and possibly some thunderstorms here in the Coachella Valley a little bit later this evening. So that's what we'll be keeping an eye on. You should keep an eye on us through the shows tonight. We'll be here live for you through 6 and even 6:30 and again at 11 o'clock tonight. And if something severe happens, we'll cut in over top of programming and let you know about that as well. In the meantime, it is a very wintry feeling day out there. 54 degrees, winds coming in lightly from the northwest about 5 miles an hour, and humidity, yes, 74%. That evaporation already taking place. We're going to track the rest of this storm system and take a sneak peek at your weekend. It's a good looking one. Details coming up.
Thank you, Mike. Today, certainly your typical Southern California weather day.